on this beautiful weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here on this beautiful weekend. What's going on, man? Hope y'all having a good week so far. Hope you guys are going to have a great weekend. What's up, Teslin? I see you. I'm down here in Atlanta still. Shout out to all my ATLians. What's up, all hip hop? I see you in here. I'm down in Atlanta. My Atlanta people, let me ask y'all something. What are the malls? I need to go to the mall. I need to get some like a jacket or something. It gets a little cold out here at night. What malls are cool out here? You know what I'm talking about. I don't want to go into the wrong mall, and what malls are good in Atlanta? I don't know nothing. Atlanta is totally different. I'm downtown, and it's totally different. You walk off in some place, and it's Bussyville. And not that I have anything against that. I just don't want to go to the wrong spot, and people think that I don't want to go to the wrong spot where there's different types of activity that I'm not really trying to get down with, because sometimes some of these malls be pickup joints. and I'm not saying it's good or bad, right or wrong. I'm not saying good or bad, right or wrong. I'm not judging anybody. I'm not judging anything, but some of these malls, some of these places you go to are quote unquote malls, but it ain't about the mall, it's about balls. They should call it balls, because that's what niggas in there looking for. And I have nothing against that, but I just want to know where I'm walking into. I just want to know where I'm going. Not to judge anybody. I just like to know where I'm going. In Atlanta, you never know. You never know what you're walking into. So what's a good mall where I can get some player shit? Because again, you go to some of these stores that's supposed to be for men, and they be having kitten heels and skirts for niggas. I don't want that. I just want some regular player shit. I just want regular player stuff. That's all I ask. I just ask for regular stuff. Not knocking anybody, not knocking any new things that you got going on. I just want some regular stuff, and I just want to know where to go in and go out without anything extra being going on, So y'all let me know, my Atlanta people, let me know where I can get some regular player stuff, no kitten heels, no dresses, just regular player stuff at a regular mall. I can just go pay my money and come out with my pants up. That's all I want to know. Just real simple. Hell, I go to a TJ Maxx or Ross, wherever. Just let me know where I can get some fly shit. Anyway, man, let's get into what we're going to talk about. The movie The Woman King, it came out, and they're trying to spin the numbers on The Woman King, talking about, it was the #1 movie because it raked in $19 million. But the thing is, there was no competition. It came in during a week where there were no other real big movies out. So yeah, it was the #1 movie at 19 million, but that was a movie whose budget was $50 million. The budget for The Woman King is 50 million. So, in the Hollywood game, you got to make 2 and 3 times that in order to really crack a profit. So they haven't even made half the budget back yet. Let alone 3 times over the budget. You got to make the budget and then some in order for that thing to be a win. So Hollywood desperately wanted this thing to pop off because there's so many agendas attached to this. There's a lot of agendas attached with this movie that the dominant society has vested interest in promoting. One thing they want to promote is a gender divide. They want to show these women beating up on these dudes, and the women don't need no men. They want that narrative. Also, they want to show the narrative of African people being major players in the transatlantic slave trade, so they can use that as a deflection. Like, hey, it wasn't just us evil white people. It was some of those evil Africans too. So go look at them. Don't look at us, look at them. And we ain't really buying that narrative either. We're not buying that narrative either. I've said this whole narrative that we need to look at the Africans and their involvement in the slave trade. Yeah, we acknowledge that, but that has nothing to do with our reparations claim. Yeah, we're acknowledging it. Yeah, there were some of those tribes over there that was knee deep in the game, but that ain't got nothing to do with the white supremacists because your governments are still up, and your governments, you've absorbed all the resources from the slave trade. So even the little nigger trinkets that y'all gave them, you colonized them anyway. So you absorbed all of that wealth too. So this is a wealth thing. They don't have no wealth, and the kingdom of Dahomey doesn't exist no more. That's a non-existent kingdom. So I'm not focusing on a non-existent kingdom like that when it comes to the reparations talk. See, this is why it's important to know history and to understand the social um, science aspect of this stuff, because they try to play these Jedi mind tricks. The governments that are still alive that participated in the slave trades right here, the United States government, they participated in the slave trade and grew wealthy because of the slave trade. And that same government is still here right now with the same debt owed. So that's who we're going to be looking to for our reparations claim. And some of the Caribbean brothers and sisters want to look at Britain, as they should, for their reparations claim. Britain is not off the hook. Now, if they can stop crying in the Caribbean enough over the damn Queen to get their reparations, that's the problem. Y'all have a lot of people over there boohooing and crying because of the Queen. So they ain't really trying to get no reparations because they think they're part of the British crown. But I digress. But the thing is with the Woman King, I saw something with CNN. They put out an article. They had one of their flunkies write this article on CNN. And they've acknowledged that this movie is basically a flop. You got a $50 million budget, you only rake in 19 million, and those numbers are going to dwindle in the weeks to come. So that's not a good look, but they have to spend it. So now they know that it's a flop. So CNN wrote a piece talking about, well, the people who were talking about boycotting it the most, did you notice that it was primarily black men? Oh Lord, here they go. Here they go. They always have to, if there's anything negative, they're going to have to dump it on black men. Now, understand, there was a lot of sisters who wasn't rocking with that joint either. A lot of sisters weren't rocking with that because, again, one of the other agendas of that movie is that the black women just need each other. It was a lot of lesbian undertones in the movie. These women living amongst each other, and from what I understand, there's a lot of studdish undertones to the film. So that's another thing as far as agendas. Again, they had a lot of agendas they were pushing with this movie. It was very important for us to get on board with it, and we just didn't get on board with it in large numbers. We weren't really rocking with that movie because them trying to portray the Dahomey tribe as some type of heroic group where they were just slaughtering other black people and enslaving other black people and decapitating other black people. That wasn't really heroic, and they were doing some real foul stuff. So they're going to try to blame black men. Oh, it's just every time the white liberals do this, when we don't want to rock with one of their goofy agendas, well, it's just the black men hating because y'all don't want to see the black woman lead. Y'all just hating on the black girl magic. Shut up. That's the same thing they did with Kamala. When people are like, hey, we don't really rock with Kamala Harris, and Kamala Harris has a track record of throwing brothers in jail and, and sisters in jail. Kamala Harris has a horrible track record with black people. Oh, y'all just mad because she got her zaddy. Y'all niggas just mad. She got a zaddy and she got some black girl magic, and y'all hating on her black girl magic. What black girl magic? That woman is East Indian, and her dad is a Jamaican, but that doesn't make him a black Jamaican. That man has never identified as black. So are we hating on curry girl magic? I see curry, I don't see black. What are you talking about? Let's stop all this. We got to call this stuff out. We got a lot of folks in. I'm gonna get some of the family to chime in. I'm gonna get some of y'all to chime in a minute. How many people we got in here? We almost got 1,000 people in here. Another thing, I put up a story down from down in Houston. There was a story from down in Houston, and it was a very heinous crime. This dude who was friends with this other guy, he killed this guy in front of his 2-year-old. It was some kind of money dispute. Then he took the car, from what I understand. I think he took the car and then left the car on the side of the road with the 2-year-old in there, and the 2-year-old child died. And they had the mugshot of the guy, and they reported this story and just showed the mugshot. And you read the story and you find out these guys are Nigerian. The victim is Nigerian, and the suspect, they're Nigerian. They're West African dudes. Then I corrected the headline to point that out. I'm like, hey, this non-FBA suspect did a heinous crime. And some of the tethers are all in the comments, extremely mad, saying I'm divisive for correcting the headline. Oh, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this, Tariq? Oh, you nigga, you hit us, nigga, you're divisive. Whoa, no. No. Well, how am I divisive? By pointing out that these are non-FBA people. How is that divisive? Because that's the energy you're on. Last week when they had the Emmys, anybody who had any kind of ancestry that was non-FBA, y'all emphasized that. When people were winning awards, y'all went out of your way. Shirley Ralph is Jamaican American. Such and such is Nigerian American. Y'all go out of your way to differentiate yourself. But when there's a heinous crime, everybody wants to fall back and let it fall on us. I'm not letting that happen no more. I'm telling y'all, I'm not absorbing nobody else's criminality. I'm good on that. If you're going to differentiate yourselves from us, do it all across the board. Don't dump your trash on foundational Black Americans. Keep your trash. These niggas do these real janky, crazy crimes. You own up to it. Put that on your resume. Don't dump that on us and then call us divisive for pointing it out that this dude ain't us. Because y'all sit up here and let your trash fall on us and then come over here talking about, we have to stay away from the Katas because they commit so much crime. Nigga, the crime is you. The criminals are you. Let's keep it a buck here. You're not crime free. Y'all come over here committing all types of crimes and then we have to absorb it. I don't want to absorb your crime. Yeah, we got our criminals and we have to deal with that. We already have enough on our plate. I'm not dealing with FBA criminals and non-FBA criminals. But then you only get to claim all the scholars and the award winners. No, claim some of these dusty ass niggas too. Don't dump them on us. That's a problem. I'm not allowing anybody to dump trash on foundational Black Americans no more. Keep your trash. Let's get some people in here. We got a dude with a Dominican flag in the back. Is that a Dominican flag in the back, brother? Hop on, man. Hop on. Growing Up Hip Hop. I think that's your name. What's up, brother?
Power! White power!
Lord. And you ain't even white. How you got white power and you ain't white?
I'm a Teda. You Wakata.
Now, how you got white power and your head is nappier than mine? What kind of stuff is that, brother?
I'm not Black, nigga. I'm Dominican.
Yeah, so it's Goya power, not white powder.
What?
You mean Goya power, or Goya powder? Okay, is that what you meant? Goya powder?
Ahora sí.
Okay, well, stop yelling white power. You're not white. You meant Goya powder. You're gonna put Goya powder on your chicken and season it real good. All right, man. Let me let you get out of here, brother. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got. Y'all raise your hand. That's what he meant. It was a typo. He meant Goya powder. Bless his heart. He doesn't know. Okay. And again, my Atlanta people, let me know what some of the malls out here, man, where I can get some fly stuff out here. Let me see. Let's get J Money. Let's get J Money in here. J Money, hop on. All right, J Money. All right, okay, let's try this. Family, raise your hand when you're ready. Make sure your phone is good. Raise your hand when you're ready to get on, because that slows the whole game down. Let's get Bowman Lee. Let's get Bowman in here. I got to get J Money out of here. Let's get Bowman Lee in here. Bowman, what's up, brother? All right. Bowman or Dominique. Let's try Dominique.
What's going on, Tariq?
What's up, Dominique? How are you, brother?
I'm good, brother. Working. I just wanted to say this, man. Black people, we just got to realize that when they do stuff like this, it's a form of gaslighting. You know, when they do this to black men and black women. You know, they want to sit here and say, "Oh, see, look, you know, we were just trying to make a movie. You know, y'all are getting mad for no reason." When they blatantly do this stuff. And I
Yeah.
also wanted to ask you this too. What would it take, you know, for, even though you said, you know, most black people are not with it, you know, what would it take for a black woman to really like come, I wouldn't say come to our side, but like actually, you know, rock with us and really understand like what's going on?
Well, I think sisters do. A lot of sisters do, man. They really understand. A lot of sisters are riders, so they really do understand. And you got some sisters out here who are down for the cause. Wait, Bowman, what's up, man? What all? You eating Jollof? What you eating, Bowman?
No. What I want to say is this: Hollywood has this tendency to try to backhandedly, you know, put a perspective on us. I should say, so to speak. They want us to be
Right.
homosexual. We're getting tired of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The agenda, woman king. What is that? And then also, it's subliminal what they're doing. Like it's almost like they're saying black women are warrior like with the
Yeah.
mentality.
Yeah.
And also the Agoji women, what I see Hollywood doing with this movie is the crimes that was committed against us in that trade, the transatlantic, they beheaded us to their gods. And what that means to me, subliminally, is they're trying to remove our consciousness.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Real good point. And you know what's interesting? This whole dynamic of them trying to masculinize black women. That's another thing too. And I want y'all to understand that the woman king. Let's look at that because see, look at the messaging that they're trying to see to send. The black women are not feminine. So you can treat black women the same way you treat black men. So if you harm a black woman, like a Sandra Bland, like a Breonna Taylor, you don't have to look at her like a woman. That's the same as a black man. So yeah, their sexuality is fluid. That's that whole thing from slavery. That's the ain't I a woman thing from Sojourner Truth. She was like, ain't I a woman? I do the same work as a man. Whoop de whoop. Ain't I a woman? Y'all treat me like a man. They've always treated black women like men. They've always abused them like they abuse men. And they've always had to degender black men and black women to make our gender just non-existent, to treat us as one big thing. When you look at somebody's gender, you have to humanize them to a certain degree. But they've always looked at black men and women as a thing without a gender, without a real identity. And when you can look at somebody as a thing instead of a human or instead of a person, you wouldn't have compassion for it. So you can abuse a thing more than you can abuse a person. You see, watch the dynamics that they're trying to put out there. We have to understand the subliminal messages out there. Because yeah, the white liberals don't give a damn about no black women. Don't let them run that black girl magic. There's sisters out here who get abused by race soldiers all the time, and these white liberals turn a blind eye to it. They turn a blind eye to it. All right.